On November the 11th, 2023, Shannon Moore was found deceased from a gunshot wound inside of a home at 20,444 Kingsville on the east side of Detroit. Today, his mother, sisters, niece, and son are here to tell his story and to let the murderer know who it is they took away from him.
And I'm just asking for justice to help. I just need justice for whoever killed my son. He didn't deserve this. He had a whole life to live, and he left behind his 12-year-old son. And we're all devastated. And so I just really need some help and justice for taking his life like they did. I'm devastated. I just don't know what else to say. He had a whole life. He was only 31 years old. He had his whole life ahead of him. And he didn't mess with a lot of people, so it was somebody close to him that hurt him. And we know this. They took his whole life from him. So I just want justice at this point. And that's all I want. He just had his whole life. He was a very intelligent young man. He just had his whole life ahead of him. He worked in the at magnet seating. You know, he just had his whole life ahead of him. And he had his 12-year-old son that was his whole world.
He was a unconventional, educated type of guy, meaning he was a self-learned, self-taught. He would do a lot of personal studies of his own, like just a lot of research on different topics and things that that interested him. Mm-hmm. So he was just building, and he was just becoming and learning who he was and what he was interested in, and he was just too young to be taken away just for him not to be able to gather whatever the information, because he gathered a lot of information. He was like a professor. He researched everything and a lot, and I know he was doing it for a reason and for a purpose. And it's just sad that we will never be able to see what that would have manifested to, all that information and knowledge, because that's what he loved to do a lot. And I'm just a little confused about the whole situation, because I know my brother was very protective of who he was and his surroundings, and so wherever he was at, he was comfortable, and he trusted whoever he was with. So it's like it was very unexpected, and I know it had to be somebody that was close to home, unfortunately.
You took my part of my whole heart. That was my baby. He didn't deserve to die, and he didn't deserve to be killed the way he was. You took his son, don't have a dad, and he didn't deserve it. That's all I got to say. He was loved, no matter what nobody say.
I would say that person is a coward.
Yes.
If you was afraid or whatever was going on in your head, you didn't have to take someone's life.
No, you didn't.